Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing tags in programmatic advertising. So, what these tags are and how to use these tags. So, this is a very important video to understand the process of different tags which are used in programmatic advertising. Before starting the video, let me introduce myself. My name is Rishul. I have over 7 to 8 years of experience in programmatic advertising and digital marketing. I've worked in various fields like Google Ads, working as a programmatic specialist, and now currently I'm also working in one of the big four agencies as a programmatic analyst. Tags is really important because tags is how you track the ads. You know the data that you get using which you make the performance or pacing better are the tags. So we'll discuss that further in this video. If you are starting up in programmatic, this is an important video even if you are already aware of how the programmatic landscape works. Then also this video could be helpful for you for refreshing your knowledge. You could watch previous videos if you are just starting up. This is the fourth video in the programmatic basic series, so let's start. All right, so what are tags in advertising? Now, tags are small pieces of code that are added to a website. They help track user action. Anything that the end user who sees your ad is doing on the website that he or she is visiting or with your ad are known as tags. It could be they are either clicking on the ad, they are visiting the website, they are purchasing something. So it is all tracked through these tags. Think of tags like trackers that collect the data. Now, without tags, you cannot measure campaign performance. As I already told you, the major use of these tags is to measure the performance. What are different type of tags? Especially we are focusing on programmatic advertising first. Upcoming videos come over different type of platforms like Meta and Google. Then we'll be discussing their specific tags today. And in this particular series, we are discussing the tags which are more relevant to programmatic advertising. So the four major type of tags for programmatic advertising are Google Global Site Tag, which are also known as G tags. Then there are Floodlight tags, majorly used in DV360, managed through Campaign Manager. Then there are Universal Tag Manager parameters, and there are third-party tracking tags. Let's discuss them further. What are Google Global Site tags or G tags? So as it says .js, that means it's a JavaScript tag and it helps you track conversions like form fills, purchases. It helps you measure campaign performance, which is the basic use of tags. It enables remarketing to show the ads again to the users when you collect the data and for example, somebody is trying to buy a Adidas shoe. They put that particular shoe that they like in the cart but do not purchase it. So using these tags, which user put that particular product in the cart. You can remarket your products again to them so that they are they become your customer and they purchase that product. Okay, now this is how G tags work in Google Ad. Let's see how they work in DV360. So G tag is not the primary tag which is used in DV360. It's the floodlight tag which is used in DV360. However, G tag can still be present on the website. Floodlight tags work alongside the G tags. The simple difference is Google Ads uses gtag.javascript directly for tracking, and in DV360 it uses floodlight tags majorly and mainly, which is more advanced level of tracking. What are these floodlight tags? Floodlight tags are the tracking codes. Of course, they are used in DV360 like G tags are used in Google Ads, and they are set up using Campaign Manager or CM360, which is used to measure user action on a website. So if you want to know the simple definition of floodlight tags or FL tags, it is it is a tracking code which is used in DV360 to measure the user action. End users action are measured through these tags. helps tracking conversions like purchases, sign-ups, or page visits. There are two main types of floodlight tags. One is a counter tag, which measures the actions, and one is a sales tag, which measures the revenue tracking if somebody makes a purchase. So these are two major type of floodlight tags, counter and sales. This is important and it's often asked in interviews of programmatic also. They enable better campaign optimization and retargeting in advertising. Of course, for optimization, these tags are used because henceforth you can track up the data and use the data to retarget your advertisements to the particular people. Floodlight tags provide detailed reporting, making them important for performance analysis. Now, detailed reporting like who visited which page of your website and spent how much time on a particular, let's say you are a car company and you have five different models of cars in your website, so you can track the users who spent most of the time on car A versus somebody who spent time on car B. So that's how you can do this analysis and performance analysis using floodlight tags. So it's that's why it is considered a more advanced version of tracking. What are UTM or Universal Tag Manager parameters? UTM parameters are small piece of text added to URLs to track where website traffic is coming from. Now this is important to understand not just from perspective of programmatic advertising but digital advertising in general. Not necessarily you would be using all UTM parameters. They would be set up already if you are using an existing campaign. And it's not necessary to use these UTM parameters if you are using floodlight tags in DV360 or other programmatic DSPs. So, but still, it's good to know information. Now, what does these universal tag manager parameters do? Unlike tags, UTMs don't require any code installation on website. They are tags which track user action on website, while UTM tracks how user reached the website. Now, they are the trackers which tell you if the user came from either Facebook ads or organic traffic or by searching it on Google through SEO, through Geo. How did they end up on your website? So that's how UTM parameters are used. They are universally set up when somebody creates a website. They generally create these UTM parameters on their own. Both are important. UTMs are for traffic tracking. Okay, now how the traffic is coming to your website, and tags are for conversion and behavior tracking of how your end user is behaving with your particular advertisements. Let's come to the last type of tags, which are third party tracking tags. Okay, these third party tracking tags are codes provided by external. Okay, these third party tracking tags are codes provided by external vendors like IAS, Double Verify, or Moat. These are third party vendors which provide you services like brand safety, viewability to avoid ad fraud. So, these are third party tracking tags. Most of the bigger companies use them to ensure the brand safety of their particular brand. The common vendors are like IAS, the full form is Integral Ad Science, or Double Verify, which is a Google purchased company, or Moat. These tags are usually added to ad creatives through ad servers. They give advertisers an unbiased, independent view of campaign performance. How your campaign is performing, they wouldn't be biased about it because they are already third party vendors. So, just to ensure and double verify how tracking is being done or performance is being done, you can implement these third party tracking tags. That's it for today. If you find any kind of real value in these particular videos, do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel and share it with someone who might be interested in knowing more about programmatic advertising or is trying to shift into that particular field, it would be really great for me to know that my videos are bringing some sort of value to you people. And you can also follow me on LinkedIn and message me directly if you want something about programmatic advertising, you want to know something in particular. However, I would be bringing more videos on this channel in upcoming days. Thank you so much and have a great day ahead. Bye bye.